the radio show fit in line with the comedy aspect of the short film, but again, within the same parody sort of vibe, it doesn't really portray us as real, as more over-sexualised characters, which, as we did in the short film. Both the poster and radio advert do well at advertising the product. However, I feel as if the poster did better than the professional standard of telling you the specifics as any other poster, whereas the radio advert did better at just conveying what the tone of the short film was going to be, and apart from that, it was really nothing else. I think both the poster and the radio advert add a lot to the short film, and in terms of reaching a wider audience through, the conventional standard of advertising the poster is if you laid up a poster in your small town, you'd get about 200, 300 people maybe looking at it, but the radio advert would probably be able to reach like a much wider audience.
Yeah, that's why I think it was better to go, especially like now in the modern day, for the radio show, because if that was like a magazine cover or like a double page spread in a magazine, not a lot of people like read that anymore. You're more likely to hear a podcast or like a radio show.
Especially during the time when we would have had the film be released, if we made it when we aimed to set the film being made, it would have been most like probable to be a radio show. That's how it would have been advertised back then.
Yeah.
Same with the poster.
Both the ancillary tasks were misleading, but not as too much as to be false advertisement, but as enough to sort of put audience members sort of off, and so they're surprised by the actual main product in a good way, because they don't see the satirical aspect hitting them until it does. So it's kind of the effect where if you were told beforehand straight up it was going to be a comedy parody, you would see it coming, it wouldn't hit you as hard, but not expecting it and going in there thinking it's going to be a serious Western and just seeing what it was, it just adds a lot more to it. It's kind of like the poster and the radio show combined to make the short film. Like on one hand you got the hardcore Western and you got the hardcore parody, and you bring it together and you get a short film.
Yeah.
So it's just the two aspects divided.